The pod carrying the eggs of Earth is deposited into the water. Then the water comes, and the eggs expand. The content of the eggs is randomized, and all sorts of hellish creatures descend upon the landscape, hatching and eating each other until they come to a point where it is all good, and humans emerge. The first nation was called Penectama, and Penectama lived in peace for thousands of years. The West Dectan Council wanted to secede for a few hundred years, so they devised a machine that would help them move the continents themselves. And when they did, they would show Penectama who was boss. But the Penectans wouldn't give up so easy. They tried to merge their continent back onto West Ectama, until West Ectama launched a full-on war. Only in the Second Poseidon War were they able to secure land to themselves and create the River Sea in between them. But they weren't the last to secede. South Ectama came off a few years later, dreaming of a utopia where one could travel from one state to another. South Ectama merged with West Ectama, in the common goal to destroy Penectama once and for all. They created a superweapon designed to break Penectama into thousands of smaller states, so that then they could take over each one individually. Aside from destroying the entire world, one Penectan state rocketed off into space, never to be seen again. But this was not the end of Poseidon. There were survivors, and they tried to regroup their states, while at the same time trying to continue with their plan. Many wars were fought after that, but then Poseidon started to drain. They began to regroup. They began to come together to try to stay away from the watery grave that was bestowed upon them. Eruptions bubbled up from the core as the planet started to shrink, but it was not enough to stop the thickness of all those bubbles.